to my crib. Wait, what is it? MTV Cribs. Welcome to my crib. No, we just filmed a podcast today. I also have a cat, and I just finished filming, but Michelle is helping me build out the podcast studio because I moved into this house in April, and it's October 1st today, and we had planned to make this middle room the podcast studio for a long time, and right now it hosts things I don't know where else to put. So we're going to go get some fun things. It's going to be great. And we're going to go, oh, I know. No, he loves the camera. Don't let him fool you. We're going to start at Home Goods, and we're going to get some cute stuff so that I can be upgraded from a ghetto podcast to a really cool one. Can't wait. Let's go. It's 3:52, and normally I don't drink coffee after 3, but we're going to Home Goods. So if you're going to go like on a little trip, you kind of need like a little treat. So we're going to get a little caffeinated. We got the same thing. Michelle decided to copy me, and that was so cute. She's so inspired by me. Okay, so we got tallest Americano in a grande cup, blonde espresso, because that's way better. If you're going to Americano, always do the blonde. It's stronger and it tastes better. 2 pecan syrup, pumps. I don't like a lot of syrup stuff in my coffee. Light heavy cream, cinnamon powder ice, and in a grande cup with extra ice because I don't like when the ice starts to melt. Not a fan. Honestly, I don't even think they put extra ice in here. I think they gave us extra water to make the Americano bigger, but that's okay. It's beautiful and delicious, and they were so nice. I am a fan. I think if I were to do it over again, I would probably do like the pumpkin, because this is like a little nutty for me. But it's good for Home Goods, so let's go. All right, this is kind of what we're going for. I don't know about this color.
Yeah.
But I do.
Can you cross your legs? Do you feel comfortable? Cute little table to go with it too.
Yeah, the table's kind of cute, except for it's a little like scratched. The main thing is, can I sit crisscross?
Yeah.
And I can.
Talk to your imaginary podcast friend.
Let me come towards you.
Oh, it swivels.
It's a swivelly. Hello. Welcome. What do you have to say for yourself? I want everybody to know this is a real cow. It's not that this is not an option. It's just that, one, I do feel like I'm petting an animal. Like, not in like, oh, it feels like a fur blankie. No, it feels like stringy cow hair. It's kind of like I feel like they're gonna poke in my butt, like my skin.
It does feel like that, to be honest.
And then it's also the cushion is not very comfy, so
it's giving Doja Cat vibes.
It's giving Doja, which is not a bad idea, but the comfort. If I'm gonna be sitting here for an hour and a half, no, it's a no for me, dog. Sorry. Hold on, there's more to it. Wait. We have like a... Oh my gosh. No, I really want this one. It is. But then like when the candle's done, I guess it can just stay a decoration. A little mushroom should go on the podcast table. Welcome to my podcast. It's very citrusy. Doesn't smell like anything, but it's for the aesthetic. Honestly, if you've ever been someone who texts me, I almost am always going to start the text with, howdy. And for my little Western themed birthday party, excuse me. I was really excited about that. But I shouldn't have smelled that. I wanted this so bad. Okay, we need to move away from the candles because I'll buy them all. Wait, Christmas. It's October 1st, mind you. Oh my God, dude. Okay, you need to smell that. We need to break it down into a couple options. So, this I'm gonna get because it's a different vibe. I have a lot of like good fall scents already. You know what? This is for the vibe, that's for the vibe, that's for the vibe. This has gotta go, but it smells so good. But I have so many like good smelling fall, like baked good scents already. This is just so cute. It has sprinkles. But this, you know what though? The sprinkles are gonna disappear after the first use. It's my negotiation skills. And the jar is not that cute, so these are gonna go. Home Goods, you guys are killing me. For sure, I'm gonna get this. It's not even a question.
On a stack of Oreos.
Welcome to Get a Grip.
There we go.
Here we talk about...
We can have your guests sit on the burger.
Oh, jeez. Here we talk about food addiction. The top skull. Oh, that one's kind of...
But how short is it? It's kind of short. Like the podcast mics would not really.
Oh.
I mean, they would extend, but I don't think that high.
I think it depends. Yeah, how short the. This is.
Do you feel comfortable?
Ugh.
Welcome to Get a Grip.
No, I do kind of feel like
and then, because, yeah. No.
Yeah.
In there for an hour. That plant in the back looks nice with it. Like it goes with it.
Yeah.
It's cute. I like it. But they only have one, huh?
No, I think there's another one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's cute.
Smells dusty in there, but they're cute rugs. Green checkered. It's pretty big. It's 8 by 10. I'm just trying to think of like what matches my house too.
Yeah.
I think that yellow and green do match.
Yeah, I think so too. It's very mid-century vibes.
I really like this chair. Oh, swivels.
I love swivel.
This is so comfy. You know what though? The wood on here looks really cheap.
Yeah.
It's like plasticky. And if you couldn't see the indent between, it might be one thing, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Sorry, but it's a no from me, dog. I feel like if you have that in your house, you're going for something very specific. Like, this is a statement piece right here. What are you trying to tell me when I see this in your house? I think having like a blankie or like a pillow. So I think the green. Plus I think green.
It does give more cozy vibes.
I think the green looks better with like the plants and my complexion and stuff too. I don't know. The tan one's really nice. What do you think?
I like the green.
Green. Let's do it. If you want to know the amount of times I start a workout on time, the answer is 0. Because I get to the gym and I'm like, ooh, I have 15 new WhatsApp messages. Let me just get back to them all right now. Then I try to put my phone on Do Not Disturb while I lift because it's kind of the time that I check out of other things. But I don't always do that successfully because sometimes things, I don't know, shit needs to get done. So I was saying in a podcast earlier today, as a side note, totally sidetracked, but it's so true. I was saying in a podcast earlier today that, like, look, I'm born in 1997. I technically made the cutoff for Gen Z, and no offense to Gen Z, but our generation is just a little, like, sometimes it's a little extreme with, like, the boundaries and the self-care, and it's, like, just all, I'm not saying we don't need both those things, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people out there that, like, get really obsessed with, like, me, what I want, what I need, and it's like, well, that's not living in the real world. Like, we have relationships with other people. We have a lot of hard work to do if we have really big goals. So just, that's fine. But don't be saying you want a big life and then living in a way that doesn't reflect that. So I'm not saying that I don't ever need an uninterrupted workout. Don't get me wrong. Don't twist my words. But there's a lot of times where shit needs to get done. And that's what it requires. So here we are, about to lift, 8 p.m., still working. That's just kind of normal life. It's not that crazy. Let's do it. Body today. Gonna keep it simple, and the rest of my workout will also be barefoot. Slant board squats are one of my favorite things. When I first started working with Chris, because he does a lot of my like prehab, rehab, injury recovery stuff with me, one of the first things he started having me do a lot, like before I almost died. This was one of the first things that Chris started having me do like every day for my knee health. And that was actually before my knee injury in 2022 at ADCC. This was when he was helping me with my back injury, early 2022. So I was already used to doing them a lot. They're super great to activate the cores. They put you in that deep knee bend. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm just kind of warming up right now. But I do these in almost every workout now. And I feel like my knees have never been stronger, and it helped me a lot in recovering when I did have that knee injury in 2022. So my knees feel super strong all the time, and I do those a lot. I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing like military pressing barbell. It just makes you feel good. So I do it with dumbbells, but nothing will ever replace this for me. There's just something about it. We'll get a little warm first on the set before I get super jacked. I'm gonna work in supersets today, which I do typically work in supersets or trisets. So like a repetition of 2 workouts or a little cycle of 3 workouts. Sometimes I do full circuits of like 5 or 6 workouts, but getting toasty. But my favorite is like working in supersets. I find I used to do more circuit work, but anyway, just changed my mind recently. I think I go through cycles of things, but right now I'm doing a lot of supersets and trisets. So I'll do the slant board squats and the military press back and forth 3 times, and then I'll move on to the next like set of 2 things that I'll go back and forth with. This, like I said, will be a full body workout. So right now we're hitting 1 lower, 1 upper, and typically I do a full body workout like that. Then each superset will have an upper and a lower component to it, and then that way there's a little bit of rest between the body parts as you move to the next superset after that. Belt squats were another thing that Chris started having me do when we first started working together around injury stuff, because he does personal training, but he's also a muscle activation therapist, so a lot of the work that he does is around rehabbing. He has people come in with really severe injuries and stuff, especially people that are a lot older and have like big surgeries, like hip replacements, spinal surgeries, things of that nature, so very, very extreme. So when my back was really injured early in 2022, it was instrumental in helping me, and for a long time I didn't think I would ever squat again, and then when he started having me belt squat, I was like, what is it called? Belt squat. Then I started working my way up to be able to back squat and deadlift again, but it took a long time. But anyway, belt squats are still my favorite because I feel like it's one of the best ways to get a lot of weight on the bar, if that's what you're looking for. Won't be me tonight. Okay, don't judge my weight. It's going to be little. It's about engagement, not pounds. Anyway, high muscle engagement. But you can put a lot of weight on the machine and move a lot of weight and feel good and feel strong and add muscle mass to your body without loading the spine in the same way. So that's one of the things I really like about belt squats. Not every gym has them though, so you have to find the right place. You can target so many different parts of the leg, so you can go super wide and go more glute and inner hamstring. You can go super narrow. There's like a lot of different options, but because you can support yourself with your hands, you can go at really varied depths and stances without worrying about like, oh, is it too heavy, or am I gonna get stuck, or is it gonna be weird on my knee? Because you can always support yourself with your hands. So that's one of the things that I really like. I can always pull myself up if I need to, or go to a depth I might not go to, or you know, something like that. So. And I literally feel stronger and more powerful and healthy in my legs. So I don't squat as heavy, I don't deadlift as heavy. I used to. I feel like kind of wasted a lot. Not wasted. It was good that I went through that time period, but I feel like I don't have to use the same level of weights now, but I do different rep ranges, different movements, more isometric, a lot of stuff like that, eccentric stuff. That's the right word, right? Yeah, when it goes down, yeah, eccentric. And I literally feel stronger. So all those years of like, oh, I'm not gonna back squat unless there's at least like a plate and a 35 on there, at least. It's like, oh, I don't even go near that anymore, and I'm way stronger and healthier and fitter. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Little ego baby. We've all got them. Yep. Some of ours are bigger than others. Rise up, rise up. But today I'm relying more on the bar and kind of pushing back with my hips because I'm looking for more glute engagement today for the booty. And so I can kind of hold here, hinge my hips back, and use that to guide myself back and up. Whereas like with the normal squat with a back squat with a barbell, you wouldn't want to do that. You'd probably fall over. So here, sometimes I'll do like more narrow, or I'll do a traditional squat flow or squat line. But today is more hinge style, so love it. That's why I really love the versatility of the belt squat. Plus, I never feel like any pain or pressure. I don't have to load the spine.
All right, I'll see you at the house.
Are you gonna start making it?
Later, Gator.
So later, Gator.
Bye. What are you gonna cook dinner for?
See you in the morning.
What are you gonna cook?
What am I gonna cook? I don't know actually. That's a good question. I gotta see where we're at.
We're making burgers, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Burgers. Burgers.
That's a good pre-fight week meal.
Some black bean veggie patties
How dare you?
with some vegan cheese.
I was a pretend vegan vegetarian for like 6 months at one point. I did eat a lot of black bean burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not no mama. They just had their annual barbecue here at the school, so we got a lot of leftover supplies, including burgers. The grill master right here. Made tri-tip last night. That was really good.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
was pretty good.
Gotta go get Jack now.
All right.
Rise up, rise up. For the longest time, I wasn't able to figure these out, and I would always feel like, oh, I can't really feel my glutes. All I'm feeling is my erector spinae. That's what they are. Erector spinae. I would feel my erectors. And then I realized for me, the secret is a couple of things. One, if you notice my foot placement, my feet, I put my feet low down like this. This won't work for everyone. It's based on like your leg length, where your hips sit on the pads. But I like my feet to be low down. This puts me in more hip extension, which is what I'm looking for. So as long as I keep a tight core here and I squeeze my glutes, then my back is protected. And then the other thing is I'm always pressing the front of my hips in, and I use the handles to support me. So I don't have to do every one where like my glutes start to tire out and then my erectors start to kick in. I can support myself here, so that as I pull myself up with my glutes, I then push with my hands to take a little bit of the pressure off. And now I'm squeezing my glutes, and I'm in a really gnarly isometric hold, so my glutes are getting a lot of work right here. And then I kind of start to release the pressure on my hands. I go down again. So I'll do like 5 without my hands. And I'll do like another 10 with my hands involved. And on some of those, I'll do an iso hold and get a lot of engagement here. For my back, what you'll notice is we're doing 4 supersets today. All 4 of the supersets have a lower body component, and then all of them have an upper body component. 2 of those are push, or like, upper body shoulder push, and 2 of those are pull, which is going to be obviously my posterior chain. Push will be my anterior. So with the last one of the posterior, it's going to be these straight arm pull downs. You can do these with cables. People use like the ropes, or even the flat bar, the metal bar here, where you do like these push downs. I like doing it with the band. I really like band resistance because I feel like it keeps resistance all the way through instead of kind of bottoming out at the full range of motion. So I just kind of get into a hinge here and then pull these down to my hips. I'll play with the stance, like how far away I am from the rack based on how much tension I feel I need. And I'll do this like 15, 20. It is pretty light with the band. I can use a heavier band, but it needs that. 30 minutes. I do. This is a really good time to defend myself when I tell people I'm going to be somewhere and I end up there late. It's not because I don't appreciate or respect your time. I genuinely have it's something I'm working on, okay? I'm working on this. I genuinely have a very disrupted sense of how many things I can get done in a period of time. So if I think that I can get an hour's worth of stuff done in 60 minutes, I need to retrain my brain to know that probably takes me 90 to 100 minutes to complete because I thought that was gonna be a 30-minute workout, and that took me 51 minutes, and literally I was like, oh, I'm going so fast. I bet I'm gonna be even faster than I thought. No, I'm not. Anyway, it was a great workout. My heart rate didn't go over 149. That was like really solid the whole time. I stayed pretty steady. The calories I don't really care because I feel like, man, I fire my muscles so much, my calories keep burning. It's not really a big deal. Although I don't say that when I do a jiu-jitsu workout and like all of a sudden I've burned like 700 calories. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that. Anyway, 51 minutes, 7.2. Let's turn this off and then see my daily score. Normally after a lift, depends on the day. Like if I did jiu-jitsu in the same day, then I won't do this. But if I didn't do jiu-jitsu in that day, I typically will add like an extra 10 minutes on the bike or like just movement because I just want to work my cardiovascular so it feels good. Like no other reason than that. I like to sweat, I like keep moving. But today I won't do that because it's late and I want to go home and eat. All right, so I have a score of 9.5 for the day. My HRV was 145. My HRV is typically fairly high, and I was at 77% recovery. So we can see right there, boom, feeling good, feeling good. And we are 6 days out from leaving to Kazakhstan, which means I think I'm like, I have to double check. Gosh, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm 9 or 10 days out from competing. I get there like kind of like only like 1 day before I compete, so it's gonna be a lot. It's 2 days travel from LA to Kazakhstan. We have a stopover in Turkey for like 12 hours. I tried, that's all you can do. There's no nonstop, there's no nothing, so it is what it is. But anyway, I'm super excited for the trip. Thanks for hanging out with me for a short lift. That was super fun. If you guys try it, let me know how it goes. And I haven't posted like workouts in a long time. I feel like I used to be like more fitness influencer vibes, used to post a lot of workouts, and I haven't in the last couple of years, so maybe we'll get back into it. It's pretty fun to share. I honestly, like right now in this current time, which I never thought would be the case, I lift almost just as much as I do jiu-jitsu. I always thought it would be like all jiu-jitsu and just a little bit of lifting, but right now, like post ADCC, it wasn't that way right before ADCC obviously, but right now, like I think typically what I enjoy as my most favorite shifting and training is like a couple, like maybe 3-4 sessions of jiu-jitsu and like 3-4 sessions of like lifting / cardio. And for me in a week, that feels really, really strong. But again, I never thought I'd say that because I was like, oh, jiu-jitsu all the time. Like, it must be that way. But and I think if I'm doing like competitions or tournaments, it shifts for sure. Like I do more mat time and a little less in the gym. But as far as like a lifestyle, that's what feels good. So if you feel like your cadence in training shifts with seasons of your life, that's okay. Like that's totally normal. Everybody does it. I think a lot of people just don't talk about it because they feel like it's wrong or bad or you're supposed to be like a certain level of seriousness or whatever. But it's not that serious. Like most people think we do karate or taekwondo. Like it's just jiu-jitsu. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like you think that anybody in jiu-jitsu who's like jiu-jitsu famous or whatever that even means walks around in the world and like people actually care about our lives? Like that's a freeing thing, by the way. So when any of us who train jiu-jitsu think it's a big deal to like change our schedule or take a couple days off, it's like reality check. Like we live on a rock floating around in the sky. Nobody cares. So anyway, that's usually like what I tell myself when I start caring. I'm like, nobody cares, Kendall, nobody cares. But it's true, we get so wrapped up in our identity of something like, oh, we are this thing, or I am this thing, or I must do this thing to feel okay. When in reality, I think if we have a little more curiosity and like flexibility within ourselves to experiment and make the definition of success or definition of okay actually having that curiosity and flexibility and experimenting, then we'll change our perception of how it feels to do so, and I think we have a lot more fun. So that's definitely my experience. And thanks for coming along on a day with me. Today was a crazy day. We did podcasting. We set up a new podcast studio. We didn't get everything in, but we're working on it. The podcasts are going to look much more fun now and like better content, so I'm excited for that. Did a little lift, did a lot of work. That wasn't really filmed or on camera, but we did a lot of work today in between. And we made it happen, and we made it. Another day. October 1st is my birthday month. I'm super excited. It's not till the 29th, but my dad's birthday's this month, Chris's birthday's this month, and a bunch of my really good friends actually were all Scorpios. It's a lot. It's a lot for us. Yes, it's a lot for us. But anyway, happy October 1st. Happy fall, spooky season. And thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. I will say, like, YouTube is still an interesting monster for me. I don't really know like what the right things are to like grow it in the algorithms. I haven't really figured all that out. So all that being said, whenever you guys interact with the content. I really appreciate it, and I do notice every single time, and it makes a big difference. And like, especially in the small stages of a channel, it really helps it grow. So thank you guys for being here for it. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next episode.